Hi, this is Heidi of Bible Church at Buena Park, 2x2 Art Studio, and It Is Written Memorizing Buddies group. It Is Written is a group dedicated to worshiping Christ through the internalization of His precious Word, so that we may know Him, grow in Him, and love Him more. I'm in the beautiful Griffith Park area, which I love to run in, and I haven't been here for a long time, so it's a treat. I'm going to be reciting for you James chapter 1, and it's going to be in a series for the whole book. So go to my Heidi Bashor YouTube channel and press subscribe if you want to see more. James chapter 1 is a beautiful chapter. The whole book is full of wisdom, rich insight, and beautiful illustrations, which make it an easier book to memorize. This was the first book I memorized back when I was 18 years old, and it started a journey in memorizing whole passages that I couldn't stop, because to see the scripture in its amazing context and see the flow is life-changing, especially for me. So, James chapter 1, Old 94 and version, NASB. James, a bondservant of God and of the 12 tribes dispersed abroad, greetings. Consider it all joy, my brethren, when you encounter various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces endurance. And let endurance have its perfect result, so that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing. But if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all men generously and without reproach, and it will be given to him. But let him ask in faith without any doubting. For the one who doubts is like the surf of the sea, driven and tossed by the wind. For let not that man expect that he will receive anything from the Lord, being a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways. But let the poor man glory in his high position, and let the rich man in his humiliation, because like the flowering grass he will pass away. For the sun rises with a scorching wind and withers the grass, and the flower falls off, and the beauty of its appearance is destroyed. So too the rich man in the midst of his pursuits will fade away. Blessed is the man who perseveres under trial, for once he has been approved, he will receive the crown of life which the Lord has promised to those who love him. Let no one say when he is tempted, I am being tempted by God. For God cannot be tempted by evil, and he himself does not tempt anyone. But each one is tempted when he is dragged away and enticed by his own lust. And when lust is conceived, it gives birth to sin. And when sin is accomplished, it brings forth death. Do not be deceived, my beloved brethren. Every good thing bestowed and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shifting shadow. In the exercise of his will, he brought us forth by the word of truth, so that we might be, as it were, a kind of first fruits among his creatures. This you know, my beloved brethren, but let everyone be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. For the anger of man does not achieve the righteousness of God. Therefore, in humility, receive the word planted, which is able to save your souls. But prove yourselves doers of the word, and not merely hearers. For if anyone is a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like a man who looks at his natural face in the mirror. And once he has looked at himself and has gone away, he has immediately forgotten what kind of person he was. But the one who looks into the perfect law, the law of liberty, and abides by it, not having become a forgetful hearer, but an effectual doer, this man shall be blessed in what he does. If anyone thinks himself to be religious, and yet does not bridle his own tongue, but deceives his own heart, this man's religion is worthless. This is religion in the sight of, this is pure religion in the sight of our God and Father, to visit orphans and widows in their distress, and to keep oneself unstained by the world.